Hello, welcome to a new video. I'm extremely excited for today because I have never done a video like this where I bring you guys along while I color. I have done vlogs where I color like as a little segment in a video, but I haven't done an entire dedicated video for it, so I'm excited to get started. Today I'm going to be doing a cozy color with me, as well as sharing with you guys my entire coloring book collection, as well as sharing with you guys the markers that I have. I started coloring, I believe, my junior year of high school. Ever since then, I've been going through waves of being hyperfixated on the hobby. All I want to do is color, and then going on the complete opposite spectrum where I completely forget about it. Right now, I'm in that hyperfixated mode. I have just been having so much fun coloring. Every day I'm coloring. Let's start off with my coloring book collection. The very first coloring book I want to share is my Bobby Goods coloring book. It is so stinking cute. This retails for about like $20-ish. I don't know if it's like 22, but it's definitely more on the pricier side, but it's because it is better quality than the other books I'm going to be sharing. The paper is significantly thicker than the other coloring books. I did start this coloring book and I absolutely hated the way that I colored this, but I am wanting to fix it up and clean it up, but not in today's video. There is a ton of cutie little pages. The next coloring book I have is from Ohuhu. This one is Little Corners. This is the one that I've actually been working on. I have been having so much fun just working my way through this coloring book, and this is the one that I'm currently working on. Then I have two from Jade Summer. This one's cute and sweet, and this one is fall vibes. These are perfect for when I want to do something very simple, something that's not going to take a ton of time. And when I do want something that has more of a design, I have this one that's fuzzy. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is from Vivi Tinta, I believe is how you pronounce it. These are so stinking cute. The animal characters are really in right now, and as they should, because they're just so stinking cute. Like, come on, it's a fox with glasses and they're reading. How adorable is that? So stinking cute. I also have two from Coloring Book Cafe. I love Coloring Book Cafe because they also give you free digital coloring books on their website that I can put on my iPad and I can color. This one is Valentine's theme, and I feel like we should do this one today, of course, in honor of Valentine's. And then I have a Cozy Autumn, and this one's also the Cute and Simple Designs. Then I have a Cozy Girl Christmas, and this is from Jeanette Veronica. I have a lot of fun coloring this one because I just love the cozy Christmas vibes. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my sweater that I did. I forgot I did this one. Then I have two more coloring books that I actually got from one of my good friends for Christmas. So I got another copy of the Fuzzy Friends, and then she got me a Naughty Cats. It's called Catitude Coloring Book. There's so many funny images in here. This is from Hikaru Kotz, I believe. They're exactly what it sounds like. Cats just being cats. Those are all of the coloring books that I have. I love that I have a variety of ones that are more like detailed like this, but also ones that are just like bold and easy for whatever mood I'm in. Now to the markers that I use. I have them stacked on my desk here. Here is an overview of all of the markers. Back in high school, when I was doing research on what markers to get, I saw everyone talk about Copic markers, and when you look at the price of Copic markers, they are extremely expensive. Definitely not in a budget of a 16-17-year-old high school who just wants to color. I feel like Copic markers are more for like serious artists. Of course, you don't have to be those to buy those markers, but I just feel like they're so expensive to just use them on coloring books like these, and if you do that, no shade to you. And as I was doing my research, that's when I found Ohuhu markers. My boyfriend actually gifted me a 72 count set of the Ohuhu markers, and I immediately fell in love with those markers. And then later on, I ended up buying the pastel 48 set, and then after a few years of using those, I ended up buying the 320 set, and that's what you see here on my desk now. I love the variety of colors that they offer, and the markers themselves are really good quality. I love that one side is a fine tip, and my favorite part is the brush nib. That is one huge thing that I was looking for when I was looking for markers, is the brush nib, but affordability. And so when I stumbled upon Ohuhu, it was best of both worlds. I got the fine tip and brush nib that I was looking for, as well as the affordability. And when you buy the markers, they also give you these swatch sheets so you can see exactly what color the markers are. I am a huge fan of these markers. They're extremely easy to use. They're definitely beginner friendly, but they can also be used with people who have a little bit more talent than myself. One more thing that I want to talk about is the Jelly Roll White pen. This is my favorite pen to use when I want to have little white accents when I'm done coloring a page. I feel like it just ties the entire page all together. With my first video with coloring, I feel like I should start off with something that's a little bit more on the easy side, not to overwhelm myself. I also forgot to mention the organizers for the markers that I have is from Ohuhu, and they also provide like acrylic markers, watercolor markers. They also provide sketchbooks, and I remembered about that because I wanted to say it is extremely important that you put a thicker piece of paper, like more of a cardstock, under the page that you are doing, because these markers will bleed through. When I colored these strawberries, I did not put a piece of paper on the back, and as you can see, it bleeds through. I still ended up coloring the page, but that's not what you want there. I actually took this paper out from the, I don't know if it's a sketchbook, like a drawing book that I got from Ohuhu, because the paper's thicker. I took it out of that one, and I have been using it for my coloring books, as you can see from the amount of ink that's on these. One of the main reasons that I love coloring is being able to listen to an audiobook while I'm coloring. The amount of audiobooks that I have listened to because I'm just coloring my heart away, like it's two birds with one stone sort of situation. The audiobook that I'm currently listening to is Any Trope But You by Victoria Lavigne. It is truly just me and my audiobook and my coloring against the world. Like, I can do this for hours. Also, one thing that I try to do as well is follow the ink as it's spreading. And if I stop coloring midway, I try not to do it for long, because when it dries, it will leave a little streak of where you stopped and then started again. I also like to do a back and forth motion like this, or like a circle motion, to really make sure there isn't any streaks. And I also try to go slow so that if there's gaps in between, I can go back and color it in before it dries out. I also love having a desk that can move up and down, because after, you know, editing or whatever it is I'm doing on my desk, if I'm tired of sitting, I can put my desk up to where I'm standing. Like, in fact, yesterday I had my desk up the entire time while I was coloring, but for the sake of the video, I put it back down. And because I'm a tall queen, I have a long torso. I hate when my neck and my back is like this, looking like a damn shrimp. So I lift it up so that I don't have to crouch down so much. I love my desk for that reason. all done with my shading. One big thing that you want to make sure before going in with shading is making sure that the first layer of marker is completely dry, because it just doesn't blend correctly. It doesn't really show up the way that it's supposed to. So that's one tip. You have to make sure that the ink is dry before going in with the shading. But now I'm gonna go in with my pen and go in with all of the like shiny parts. Honestly, I just like to put this everywhere. I am all done with my masterpiece. How stinking cute is she? And I think I might have gone a little too ham with the white accents, but I love it. I ended up adding some sprinkles on the top, and I love the white accents on it. I want to get acrylic markers because when I added white sprinkles on the cake, it doesn't show up because it's just like regular ink pen. And as you can tell already, on the cherries, the white is turning into a light red. Like you can see the red poking through. And I think with the acrylic marker, that won't happen because it's more pigmented. It's actual paint. So other than that though, I think it's so stinking cute. I had a lot of fun coloring with you guys. I definitely want to do more of these in the future. I'm excited to continue on with my coloring journey and just practicing and doing new techniques. I'll put them all on the screen. There's so many fun things that you can do with coloring. You can make the characters look like jello, or you can make them look like they're iridescent or like a ghost. I definitely want to do that with you guys. So lots of exciting things to look forward to. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.